First place. Fishes by himself. Partner couldn't make it. He works for some kind of got a badge, police officer, but he had to work, couldn't get away from it. And he had to fish it by himself. So he comes out here. Some team got 29 pounds. He comes in with 30 pounds. What was your biggest fish of your 30-pound limit?
7.5 pounds.
So we got a 7, got another 7, got another 6 3/4, got another 6, got a 5. He's like, what do I do? You know, he catches 30 pounds. Clear Lake, California, muscles it all up, and he puts in the fish. And he said you lost another good one?
Yeah, I had a 7 plus come off right at the boat, so it would probably been pushing about 33 if I would have landed that one.
That's great fishing. And the weather went sour on us. 80 plus degrees on Wednesday, almost 90. And then we come back here, we're freezing to death. We got a storm coming in. It looks ugly today. And I can see rain. If you pan around, if the man pans around real quick, he's going to show you. We're going to try to outrun this rain before it gets here. That big cloud is coming our way, and it looks ugly. Boats are getting off the water. We're getting out of here. Clear Lake can change. We're close to the coast, but 30 pounds. Tell me how you caught 30 pounds. That's awesome.
Yes, pretty much. I didn't have no pre-fishing in, and there was a lot of stuff I wanted to run. So I had a DD22, and then also throwing a Lucky Craft. I think it was a 3.5 XD, and then a jig. So I had about 30 stops today. And I would just show up to them, position into the wind, cast out with the crankbaits and burn it in. If I didn't get them on the crankbait, then I'd switch to the jig. If they didn't bite the jig, then I was off to the next spot. So
you were throwing that uphill?
Yeah, so I was dragging and cranking uphill, and always setting up into the wind. You pretty much had to set up into the wind because, you know, all the places I was fishing, you know, there was white caps rolling, troll motor was coming out of the water. It was ugly, and especially it was fun netting those things.
By yourself.
Yeah.
You did the one arm and one of these deals here, huh? That's awesome. 30 pounds. Now, was there a specific color crankbait you were throwing?
The DD22 was red, like a crawdad color, and then the Lucky Craft was I'm pretty sure it was just Clear Lake Hitch.
Okay, and then you were throwing a jig?
Yeah, it was a 1/2 ounce Pepper Custom Baits black and blue jig with a Reaction Innovation Sweet Beaver trailer on the back.
Okay, and so how many fish on both baits were you throwing? How many baits? I mean, you got those 2 baits. How many fish you catch all day?
There was only about 7 fish caught all day. So it was just, I'd try to find active fish, and I'd move to the next spot. So I only caught about 7 and maybe 1 or 2 little ones in the day. So about 8 fish total, 9 fish though. So
he doesn't pre-fish. He goes out there. He's going to hit 30 locations. He, in his mind, I'm assuming that you've already said to yourself that you're just going to throw. You're not going to deal with the little drop shot. You're not going to go and just throw little dart heads out there on the water. No. You don't want to throw weightless worms under the dock and catch these all day. You're specifically targeting a specific fish.
Yeah, I like fishing deep, you know, and running those crankbaits. You know, I was running on 10-pound fluorocarbon P-line, and it was getting down real deep. And then the jigs were on 15-pound fluorocarbon P-line also, and it was working. And I have confidence in it, and I just kept grinding it out all day.
So that tells you a lot of things. When you come out to a lake, if you want to win a lake, you can't fish, quote another angler, fishing chicken. You got to go out there and just got to go for it. 5 fish, 6 fish, 7 fish, that's it. In an 8-hour plus day, he's catching 7 fish, but they're the 7 right fish. How many pounds?
30.33.
And who are you? What's your name?
My name's Chad Matteri.
Chad sets up and ropes it. 30 pounds here in Clear Lake. Chad smoked them.